shit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On the ground, it's Geis. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Got it. 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. Double tight. 3 down. Ball trot. Hey, Mike's 50. Come to my work. Let it go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Geis. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Haskins and the offense with a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Geis. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
That's the score. Redskins 7, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Second down, Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 31, check 31. Check 26, check 26. H3, check.
This is Geis. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop. Check.
On second down, McClellan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Safety creep. Let's go. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Show recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Team 6. Team 6. We got it. 61. Matchbox light. 2.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready! 70, Indy.
Jones on 1st and 10. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Haskins now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, Delta. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Focus, defense, focus. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hey, let's get in that run. 48 for Mike. Get it.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This time, Haskins will look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Geis alone in the backfield here. Second and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram hauls it in. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Taken down by William Foster. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready. Mike Popo. Watch the run. He's checking.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually a scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand, expect to get the block. And once we do, this is how we respond.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. There's the stiff arm. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch the shit. Let's go. Come on.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He'll check it down to Geis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
At the 26-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Carter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Mike 50. I'm coming. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Haskins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Now it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here we go with Haskins. That's complete. It's Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end. Watch seven. Watch seven. Like 50.
He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Haskins to throw. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Coming to you. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Come on, D. Turkey's the mark. Here we go. Hey, Mike 50. Hey. Mike 50. Think you gonna get this, bro? You think you gonna get this? You think I'm going? Mike 50. It's coming this way. Here we go. Echo. Mike's 50. Here we go. Hey, now look, we got Mike 50.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins, open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Out. Go. 50, Mike 50. Hey, keep it up. Go, Mike.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Hey, tight.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50. 6 man. Check girls. Mike 50.
Throwing now is Haskins. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, check. Fresno. 22, check. Bomber. 22, check. Bomber. Bomber. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Intercepted by the Giants. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively.